Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 11 starts now.
Adding firepower in schools. A local school district taking new action tonight in an effort to make it safer for students. We're glad you're with us for Local 4 News at 11. At a special board meeting, the Anchor Bay School District approves putting armed security guards inside the schools.
The approved plan calls for the district hiring 5 armed guards. Our Victor Williams joins us with reaction to tonight's vote.
Well, with the school district now approving these new security measures, you're going to see some different faces inside of all Anchor Bay schools come the first day. In a special meeting, Anchor Bay School Board leaders decided to hire additional armed security guards for the upcoming school year. Superintendent Phil Jankowski speaking to Local 4 on just how these security guards can help when time is the most important thing of all.
Most incidents are 4 to 7 minutes, okay? Your first responders are not really the first responders. People who are on site are the first responder. So what are you going to do in that 4 to 7 minutes? About half a dozen parents were in the crowd for the 6-to-1 vote. Under the newly proposed plan, the incoming guards will cost the district over $200,000 and will be able to help out in the schools in a variety of ways. We're told the plan is to make them as inconspicuous as possible. They don't want somebody wearing a tactical vest and all of that because it can be intimidating, especially at an elementary level. So our goal is that they will be just basically dressed in khakis, polo shirts. Parents, along with community members like Stephanie Reedon and Dominic Vindatelli, can agree it's at least a start that can ease a little bit of worry.
And as easy as these schools are to get into, having somebody on site who could possibly stop it sooner than our police department would be great. Our nearest sheriffs are 20 minutes away minimum.
I think it's a good step in the right direction about keeping the schools safe. Armed security is a good way to go.
Board trustee John Doral, however, is the only one who shot down the idea during the vote. His concern is the question of just who will be trusted enough to openly carry a gun on school property.
What I wanted to see was sworn police officers. I thought that was the best option, was to have Chesterfield Police or New Baltimore Police. So what is it? Is it money or is it protecting the kids?
And keep in mind, guys, the first day of school is this upcoming Tuesday, so less than a week for higher-ups to complete that selection process. On top of that, I'm told that the district has spent a whole lot of money on upgrading security technology as well. Victor Williams, Local 4.
Okay, Victor, as of right now, the abortion rights proposal is off the November ballot.
State Board of Canvassers deadlocked along party lines, meaning both the abortion rights proposal and an overhaul of voting rights will now probably go to the Michigan Supreme Court. Mara McDonald live in the News Center area tonight. Time is of the essence here, right, Mara?
Devin, you're absolutely right. It's because the November ballot needs to be finalized by September 9th, which means the Michigan Supreme Court has about a week to make a decision here. If the State Board of Canvassers, which is composed of 2 Republicans and 2 Democrats, deadlocks, a ballot proposal won't go to the ballot, and that's what happened today. In both cases, these ballot proposals had more than enough signatures, but the Republican members turned them down for different reasons. On the abortion ballot proposal, what you see here is the issue. It's a text formatting problem, which left spaces out in 4 lines.
Petitions are, quote, legal documents. Legal documents require actual words.
But the board doesn't regulate word spacing. The legislature has not delegated any authority to this executive branch board.
The GOP members said no because of the missing spaces, but attorneys who are not involved in the case tell me they believe the Michigan Supreme Court will put it on the ballot. The term they use is a Scrivener's defense, meaning an unintentional drafting mistake. The other ballot proposal, which would overhaul voting rights in Michigan, including allowing early voting, was kicked for a different reason. Alleged lack of listing every section of the state constitution it would get rid of or abrogate.
Promote the Votes proposal would abrogate several constitutional provisions, including Article 2, Section 2, that were not republished in the petition.
The GOP members bought that argument and would not certify it. That, too, is headed to court for a final decision. Back here live, I think it's important to point out that the State Bureau of Elections recommended to the canvassers that they certify both of these ballot proposals, but the Bureau did not take any sort of recommendation or position on the legal challenges. We're live in the News Center. I'm Mara McDonald, Local 4.
All right, and as Mara mentioned, we're in a time crunch here, so we would expect some action, or at least a heads up on which way this is going here very soon.
Yeah. Right. Well, DTE making progress to get power back on for thousands of customers that have been in the dark for more than 48 hours now.
Yeah, DTE says more than 125,000 customers still without power after Monday's storms, hoping to have power restored to at least 80% of its customers by tomorrow night. New tonight, officials from the Troy School District say power is restored at all schools and programs there. DTE says areas near schools have been a top priority.
We're trying really hard today to make sure all the schools in the city are back and that they're ready to go. And then all the schools that are in session this week that have started are ready to try to get them back. So we focus on those things first, along with the wire downs and safety. And then we move to like our largest outages.
Meanwhile, the boil water advisory in Commerce Township and Walled Lake has been lifted. It is still, however, in effect in Novi. A Great Lakes Water Authority station temporarily lost power on Monday, and that sparked the order.
A 19-year-old is charged in a random shooting spree on Detroit's west side. Prosecutors have charged Dante Smith in the spree that left 4 people shot, 3 of which died. Smith is facing 3 counts of first-degree murder and several other charges. The shootings took place Sunday morning in a period of 2.5 hours. Meanwhile, we're hearing from the only survivor of the shootings. John Palick, along with his dog, suffered non-life-threatening injuries. He recalled his encounter with the alleged gunman.
He stayed behind the car and shot. First 2 shots hit him. And then the second 2 shots, he got me right in here.
Detroit police need your help identifying one of the victims. She was shot and killed around 5:30 Sunday morning in the area of Margarita and Wyoming. Police say she had a multicolored purse that contained green New York basketball shorts. If you have any information, call Crime Stoppers.
Tomorrow, the city of Detroit's going to start the application process for adult use recreational marijuana businesses. That move comes after a judge dismissed 2 lawsuits challenging the city's ordinance. Mayor Duggan says the city is going to make sure there is inclusion and equity in this new industry.
I think we are going to have what the people of this city expect: access to recreational marijuana in a way that Detroiters benefit fairly.
The application process opens tomorrow at 8 a.m. It will last a month. 60 licenses will be awarded then in the coming months.
The contract between Eastern Michigan University and its professors union expires at midnight, and there is still no deal. The 500-person union rejected the latest offer from the university, which would have given full-time faculty members a 4 to 8% base salary increase in the first year of the new contract. It would have also provided a 2% salary increase every year for the next 5 years. The union is instead calling for a larger inflation-based salary increase, as well as a better health plan. Over the weekend, members voted to give their bargaining committee the authority to let the administration know of a possible strike. But a second vote would be needed to authorize that strike.
While negotiations remain ongoing to determine how many gubernatorial debates we'll have before the November election, it is very likely we will not have a single debate in the race for Attorney General. Incumbent Dana Nessel and challenger Matt DePerno traded scathing statements about each other today. The upshot is DePerno wants a debate, but Nessel refuses, saying she doesn't want to give him a platform to spew hate or misinformation. So tonight a debate seems very unlikely. We are now 69 days away from the November election.
Bank of America is now offering minority first-time home buyers in Detroit 0 down payment and 0 closing cost mortgages. The trial program is aimed at helping first-time home buyers in Black and Hispanic neighborhoods. Customers will be evaluated for a home loan not by credit scores, but other factors such as their history of making rent, utility, phone, and auto insurance payments on time. The loans also require no mortgage insurance. The program is also being tested in Dallas, Los Angeles, Miami, and Charlotte, North Carolina.